Hello, Milliken Rams, and welcome to Corydon Plugged In. Today, I'm with Jhonatan Perez.
Hello.
And Sarah Oshrin.
Hi.
And today, we're exploring the world of Roblox. Because we couldn't go to the real-life Universal Studios, we decided to go to the replica built in Roblox. Come on, let's go. How do we buy a ticket?
You don't have to buy a ticket. I just like going to the ticket thing and then walking through.
It's immersion. Should I go in first person? I'll go in first person.
Yeah. I think you should start like recording here as we walk around and talk stuff.
So, Jhonatan, how's your quarantine going so far?
It's been alright. Like, I'm an introvert, so not hanging out with people doesn't really affect me much physically, but I do miss hanging out with friends, going out to movie theaters and whatnot. Movie theaters is one thing I miss deeply.
Is there a specific movie that you miss?
Right before quarantine ended, I really wanted to watch A Quiet Place Part 2.
Ooh, that's a good
that one looked good. And then I wanted to see Scoop too, just because of the animation.
There's just a guy behind you. We're gonna keep that there.
Just wouldn't be there.
Do you miss anything about school now that quarantine's kind of in full effect?
Well, I would take the bus to school every day, every morning and after school, and I just pop in my AirPods and then listen to music. So the drive to school and the drive back is a relaxing thing for me. I miss that routine of having that. Like, I miss having to talk to all of you guys, like being able to physically see you guys and interact with everyone. And I miss certain teachers, like Mr. Van. Shout out to Mr. Van. He's the best.
Yeah, love him. He's the best. Wait, in this?
It says
Yeah.
Katura. It says
Oh,
Katura.
okay.
You did get cold fish.
Oh.
You got cold fish.
No, because in real life it has pictures of Will Ferrell on it.
Mm.
So, yeah,
All right,
my
give me
Will
hot
Ferrell.
tamale. I got cold fish too. This is terrible. Are you sad that school is kind of now officially over in the sense where we're not kind of going back?
I'm not really sad that it ended. I'm just really sad about the way it ended, just abruptly on that Friday. Like, I'd really like to have a week where we know it's going to be the last week instead of, that Friday at lunch we were just told it's over.
Yeah, I just thought it was fun.
You can buy
But
ice
like
cream.
you couldn't see me. Oh,
I
you
want
can buy
money in
it?
class.
How do you get money?
Yeah, I was in Friends' class when the news came in, and we all just started shouting and rejoicing about it. But obviously that idea came into mind that this might not actually be temporary as we thought at first. And it turned out to not be temporary. It's pulling back. Prepare to
Winner,
feel
go
it.
home.
Put your
Put
head
your
back.
Put your head back. Oh wait, actually put your head back. Ready? Set.
Go.
Ooh.
Uh,
What have you been doing in quarantine? Have you been doing anything special?
I built a tiny house and I'm growing a garden. And I made brownies.
Brownies?
Yeah. So many. Like, our fridge was packed. And we have so much oatmeal that my parents stocked up on, so we made oatmeal cookies. And watching a lot of movies.
What kind of movies?
One movie about mushrooms that my mom really wanted to watch. The Harry Potter movies. Barbie movies from my childhood that my dad just mocked relentlessly. Things like that.
Show me your tongue.
My tongue?
I don't know.
What is...
You know what it was?
Yes. Sarah, what are you doing?
I'm getting eaten by the velociraptor.
How do you feel about like the homework situation? Do you think it's too much, too little, or just right?
Whatever it is, it's just like kind of wrong in like total, because some teachers will give like one assignment for the entire week, and other teachers are like, let's give 15 a day. So it's just kind of like both. There's
It's-
no real happy medium right now.
It's like unorganized?
Yeah, like nothing's the same across any of my classes.
Well, that was a good start, guys.
This is kind of cool. Woo.
Do you guys feel kind of cheated at the fact that you guys won't have like prom and graduation and senior night?
A little bit. But we do get things like easier testing and less homework, which is kind of nice. But I do wish that we had regular senior year.
Yeah, I don't feel like it's cheated. It's just strange circumstances because we do have a lot of benefits and a lot of negatives, but it's something that like we really can't avoid. Like this is something that has to have happened, and like I respect your decisions. So like I don't really have any negative thoughts about being canceled our senior year because like even if they didn't cancel it, it's like, well, just for safety, I probably wouldn't have. I would have done what I'm doing right now, staying home. It's just not. It's just like it's the thing to do. We have to do it regardless. So I don't really feel cheated. More just confused at the circumstances.
On my mic.
I wish I had a little bit more time to think about these questions. Okay. I wanted to ask a question first. How do you guys feel about like celebrities and like ASB kind of trying to do things to help seniors kind of have these special events like graduation and a prom? Not the full experience, but kind of a little cupcake, I guess we could call it.
A little slice of life.
Yeah.
I don't like it very much because I feel like it's just kind of like a weird cover up, you know? Like if there's like a kid and they couldn't get the present they wanted, so they bought them like a weird knockoff that's like not really
Like
at all
instead of
like what it's
Legos-
supposed to be. Yeah, Mega
Instead of
Bloks.
Legos, it's like Mega Bloks. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like a weird knockoff that like doesn't really make sense and you don't really want it that much, and it's like okay, but it's not what you wanted. It's not what you ordered.
Goodbye. Oh,
Just get it on it again after you.
I think I'm more of the opposite because there's a lot of virtual things happening like here on Roblox like a couple weeks ago. I know like what was her name? I think it might have been Lady Gaga or something like that. They straight up just made like a concert, and it's just like it was open to everyone, and they had a concert with several people that had videos and stuff, and it's like people can get creative with what they're doing, and you know there's like Kahoots, there's Jackbox games, there's all these things that people are using to connect with people, and it's like they're trying to make the best out of the situation. Like yeah, it's weird, but I think they're doing a pretty good job, at least most of the things I've seen.
Let's get out of here. That was a bad ride.
let's
0
go.
stars.
Which way do we go this time?
Oh
That's
yeah.
fine.
Right.
Speaking of which, how are you guys sad that since both of you are seniors, you guys don't have senior night?
I'm not a super big roller coaster person, but I was looking forward to being with my friends.
Senior night, I don't think it was going to be worth it because it's not really the most impressive events. Like it's just at night and there's a bunch of schools.
Yeah.
And you get the
And then,
same thing from like just going to Six Flags on your own time. And it's better, I would say. It's cheaper. It's the same thing. I think it's going to be Simpsons Land first.
Okay, good. I like how they have Simpsons Land. So if you could find a silver lining within this whole quarantine, what's the best thing that has come of it?
I've gotten to get to know my sister a lot better, and like this is the longest I've spent with her since she moved out, and it's really cool to like kind of like see who she is now because she's been away at college, and so it's like really cool to like get to interact with her and like kind of see who she is when she's not at home, even though she is at home.
Same for me, which is my baby brother who's a year and a half about now, and just seeing how baby develops a personality, because right now he's going through a phase where he throws like physical tantrums, like he cries, he bangs everything when he doesn't get his way. So like it's very interesting to see how like his personality switches from week to week, and like I'm thankful I get to like experience that and like have those memories with me and videos of like him being butt naked, so whenever he talks trash later on in life, I can just be like, hey, look at this, your butt was on my phone all the time.
Sarah is canceled.
You're
Hashtag cancel
canceled.
Sarah.
Hashtag cancel Jan.
No.
I'm gonna go tweet both
No.
of those right now.
What about on a global scale? Let's do that. What's the best thing on a global scale, you think?
The environment is getting like a lot better because there's not as many people outside ruining it, and like there's not as much emission stuff, and so like the like water in Venice is actually clear, and there was dolphins in it, and like the ozone layer is repairing itself, and it was like that's really needed for the environment. So I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, that's like the nature aspect. I think on the human aspect, the best thing that's coming out of this is that companies now are learning how to adapt to new challenges, adapting to this new like environment that's going to be helpful for them along the way. Like grocery stores had a lot of trouble with all of these like new rules and stuff, but now that they got the hang of it, if anything like this ever happens again, they're more prepared to have everything ready at the start and not have all the chaos that we had at the beginning. So on a global scale, I'd say that like corporations are going to learn how to like deal with certain situations like this, and they'll have contingency plans for any situation they find themselves in because they need it, and that's going to help everyone out a lot.
I also think like hygiene as well. Like people are actually starting to be hygienic and like washing their hands and stuff. And like,
Yeah, people are getting
things are actually
bored.
clean now.
Yeah, people who don't shower get bored enough that they're like, I guess I'll shower. So that's good. People are they're getting bored enough to be hygienic.
The world is smelling just better through
Yeah.
more trees and people showering.
Yeah, exactly what we need right now.
We can record a Friends intro here.
Oh, that should be the question. How have you guys been connecting with friends?
Right. This and socially distanced meetups, or I'm writing letters to Gracie and sending them to her house.
That's nice.
It's like a little pen pal, and I put pictures and like a note, and just fun things in there, stickers.
I haven't physically seen anyone since everything ended. And I think right now, like, for the most part, I only kept in contact with people. With, like, certain people, like, I would actually genuinely talk to. And mostly I just send memes to everyone on Instagram. But now we have this where we can talk more with people.
I'm
I
getting
think we're supposed to be on the brooms. Oh.
Has the quarantine made you guys more anxious, or has it been just kind of, not too bad?
Yeah, I mean, I get more anxious about my schoolwork right now.
I mean, it makes me more, I think, not more anxious, but it's made whenever I get anxious more heavily.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah, like it's the reduced amount of time that I get up, but they're stronger at those certain intervals. Because like, yeah, I'm introverted, but at the same time, like, I need to physically talk with people to like stay sane and stuff. So at times it just like kind of explodes and then it dies down.
Oh, we got a good spot.
Sarah, you took my spot. I was right about to sit there.
Okay, like for me, I think the worst, like what I would have said, is that the worst thing that's gonna come out of this that I fear is that people aren't gonna learn. Like companies are gonna learn how to like adapt to these situations, but the fear that we had and the ignorance we have with all these protests and stuff is still gonna stay the same, even when it happens again. So, like people are gonna go out and buy toilet paper again and they won't learn their lesson. Or, people are gonna be like, oh, this is happening again. I need to buy toilet paper like fast before all the other people buy it again fast. So it's like companies are gonna be smarter with this, but I think people are gonna be dumber with it if something like this happens.
So you wouldn't get into Hogwarts, would you?
I
They'd kick you
wouldn't.
out.
I would
They
get
kick
in.
you out. Really? For what?
You would get in as a janitor.
No,
Oh, yeah.
I would.
Yeah,
be-
you would.
I would probably be Harry Potter, like the chosen one.
Mm-hmm.
But did
Yeah,
you
you're the
die?
chosen one for the job, a janitor.
No. If there's one thing that you could say to people during this quarantine, what would it be?
Stay inside. Stop going out so that we can actually go out later and quarantine won't last forever.
Yeah, be safe, be smart.
Practice
And
social distancing.
yes, and stick with your friends because we need them most now. So check up on your friends regularly and have fun, but be reasonable.